Hey everybody, it's Raven, and in the last video we went over how to get your first few macro, micro, and capsule factory blocks, and right now we're going to talk about how to set up your first factory chain. So the first thing you're going to need is power blocks right there. On 6 is power reactors, and we've got a decent little power strip here. Obviously you'll need a surface to work on. It doesn't even need to be that big. The second thing you're going to need is this capsule refinery. So let's go ahead and slap that down right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a capsule refinery, and we're going to be making power blocks for the sake of this demonstration. So we're going to go ahead and set that up, and microassembler. So let's go ahead and slap that down right there. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to select the microassembler and hit V on our little capsule refinery. So this is going to make our capsules. This is going to start using them to make metal mesh and crystal, the circuits rather, the crystal circuits. So now we need 3 macro assemblers in order to make power blocks. So we're going to go ahead and set that up like this. So there's our 3. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Just for the simplicity of illustration, we'll do something along those lines, and we're going to need to go here, connect these up, and this one's going to need to be connected to both. Now what we're going to do real quick is we're going to go ahead, and we've got our macro assembler, or our micro assembler rather, right here, and this one we're going to go ahead and make this our metal grill maker, I guess. And we'll go ahead and make this one here our charged crystal circuit. Okay, and then this one here is going to be our power. So if we do that, power reactor, there we go. So if we take a look here, what we need is a metal grill and a charged crystal circuit, and what we need for that is metal mesh, crystal circuit. For the charged crystal circuit, metal grill requires metal mesh. It's going to require 6. Now the way that this works, it's a little bit tricky. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and connect this one to here, and the reason is because this tends to want to steal, or this will take all of the metal mesh, and we're going to actually steal it back over here, and it tends to help, suffice it to say. You could ostensibly sort of do something like that, but for the purposes of this, we're just going to make this particular shape. So all we should have to do here, and actually one of the other things that I wanted to cover, and we're going to do this just for the length of the video, is factory inputs. Right there you see on 15, and actually if I do this, see factory enhancers rather. So we're going to go ahead and select that. We're going to add 3 to each one. So that will mean that I can make, for each, when I put that in, right, it makes 1 capsule at a time. It'll start making 4. So there's that. Let's go ahead and add that line. And we'll add that line. And there we go. And we'll add that line. And finally, we will add that line. So each one has 3 on it, so it should be creating 4 at a time. In the end, that means that this will be creating 4 power blocks at a time. Now you can vary this so that it will actually create exactly the right amount each time for your final output, but for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to make it nice and simple. So let's go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and hit R, and I've got some ore and some shards, and shards make the crystal circuits, ore makes the metal mesh. So let's go ahead and do that. So that'll start making our capsules, and you'll see these capsules will disappear. We got 40, and now we're down to 32, because right here we've got 4 crystal circuits. See, it already pulled the metal mesh, and if you see, look over here in just a second, we'll start to see some metal grills. As soon as, because this requires 6, as soon as this gets to, I believe, 24, so 1 more tick, these should all disappear. Come on, I know you do this. Okay, so it pulled there. This is going to go up, and there we go. It's going to be over here. We've got 4 metal grills, and we can take a look. We need 1 per, so now we just need to wait for 20 charged crystal circuits. Now those will accumulate right here. We've got 4 right now, and as soon as we have, I think it's, let's see, it's 5, 6. Okay, 6 times 4, 24. So as soon as we have 24 crystal circuits, it disappears and we get another 4 charged crystal circuits. And now, once that hits 24, it's going to disappear, go here, turn into metal mesh, or metal grills, and go over there again. So that's kind of the routine that it's got going on. I kind of wish it was a little bit different. I wish I could set exactly how much, but you know what? This works really, really well. Maybe there will be a filter block introduced later on, which would be awesome. Nevertheless, you'll see crystal circuits, that disappears. We've got 12 charged crystal circuits, and we are getting very, very close here to being able to have a full set here for this. So we need 5 per, so 20 total charged crystal circuits. We're at 12, so 1 more will get us to 16, and so 2 more will get us to a total of 20. So we'll just sort of sit here and watch. And as you notice, I am not clicking anything. This is fully automated, so I could be off doing whatever I wanted, assuming the chunk was loaded, I believe. That's a requirement. So yeah, there's that. Nevertheless, you can be off doing whatever it is that you're doing, whatever you feel you need to be doing, I guess. And you can essentially get have this building up stuff for you in the process. So this is about to go. This will go off 1 more time here. That'll be at 24. And I think, or once this goes 1 more time, so we got 20. There we go. There. We've got our 4 power reactor modules, and so after, you know, requisite amount of time, you just come over here, pick that up, and you're good to go. The other option you could do is actually have several of these running, so that you could have a more efficient way, possibly, so that you're making X number out of this. It goes here, and you have maybe, I don't know, maybe 4 things. You could probably do multiple inputs, so if you put all your ore in one, all of your shards in another, it could be so that you have, say, because this requires X amount, you could literally have it build once per tick all the way through to power modules, and maybe I'll cover that later on, how to set up a really, really efficient system, and how to have individual blocks, you know, made efficiently. But essentially that's your first factory setup, and this can work for anything. And yeah, I hope that helps. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I realized I just came out with the how to use this. This is going to be setting up your first little factory chain, and I can't wait to see what people come up with. I'm kind of a min-maxer myself and an efficiency freak, so this is a lot of fun for me. Anyway, thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you again next time.